Today's lecture is on cell-mediated immunity. Cell-mediated immunity is your body's defense against virus-infected cells. Let's introduce our players. The offensive player is the pathogen, which is an infectious agent that causes disease or illness. The defensive players are macrophages, lymphocyte T cells, and natural killer cells. So how does our body know which cells are the invaders? Our body recognizes our own cells as normal cells. Every cell has a specific marker on their cell membrane called MHC, Major Histocompatibility Complex, made of protein that serves one purpose, that of an antenna, an identifying marker indicating that this cell belongs in the body. Foreign cells lack this membrane protein and are therefore seen by defensive cells as invaders. The first step is antigen presentation. A bacterial cell in the body is recognized as non-self, no MHC marker. The first cell to respond to the bacteria is the macrophage, which phagocytoses it immediately while keeping a portion of the invader's cell markings, displaying it on their macrophage membrane. Step 2 is antigen recognition. It is now time for the lymphocytes to do their thing. T cells recognize the antigen as foreign, thus activating the T cell into its response. Next, the T cells react with the antigen-presenting macrophage cell to release a chemical called a cytokine, causing a response such as increased phagocytic activities, more cytokine secretion, or fever. In the next step, the cytotoxic killer cells secrete a substance called perforin, which punches holes in the membrane of the cells too large to phagocytize, causing the invader cell to self-destruct. So in summary, a pathogen invades your body, the body recognizes the invader and activates a defense, the antigen is engulfed by macrophages, T cells bind to activated macrophages, T cells activated by macrophages become helper T cells activate killer T cells bind to infected cells, disrupting their cell membranes, thereby destroying them.
How am I ever going to survive this?
Welcome to another session of This is Your Immunity Challenge. I'm your host, Arlene Alessandro, and we welcome our guests,
Cynthia and Lynn.
While I'm sure you're both familiar with our body's defense mechanisms, like our skin and our mucous membranes protecting us from infections, as well as antibodies, today we're going to test your knowledge on a lesser-known mechanism called cell-mediated immunity. The winner of today's challenge will win this beautiful fruit basket, which I'm sure you could use to build up your immunity. Are you both ready?
Yes.
Okay. We'll start with question number 1. What is cell-mediated immunity? 1, an intermediate step in glycolysis. 2, a cloaking device. 3, a body's defense against infected cells. Or 4, Star Wars technology. Lynn.
A body's defense against infected cells.
Excellent. 1 point, Lynn. On to number 2. Cell-mediated immunity is designed primarily to eradicate what? Brain cells, number 1. 2, earwax. 3, intracellular microbes. Or 4, the omentum.
4, the omentum.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Cynthia. That's not correct. Lynn, do you want to try?
Intracellular microbes.
That's it. 2 for Lynn. Number 3. Which of the following types of cells can ingest pathogens? 1, macrophages. 2, Pac-Man cells. 3, gastric cells. Or 4, red blood cells.
Red blood cells.
Lynn, I'm sorry. No, that's not the right answer. Do you want to try, Cynthia?
Macrophages?
Correct. Lynn, oh, very good. Okay. Lynn, she's going to catch up on you perhaps here. 4. Number 4. Which cell is not involved in cell-mediated immunity? 1, macrophages. 2, natural killer cells. 3, lymphocytic T cells. Or 4, prison cells. Lynn.
Natural killer cells.
Oh, Lynn, I'm sorry. That's not the correct answer. Do you want to try, Cynthia?
Yeah. Prison cells.
Yes, that is right. We're tied. Okay, question number 5. How does the body recognize invaders? 1, by the marker on a cell membrane. 2, by the absence of a marker on a cell membrane. 3, by the color of their hair. Or 4, by a protein messenger.
By the absence of a marker on the cell membrane.
Excellent. Very good, Cynthia. Correct. Cynthia is up by 1. We go to question number 6. What is the first cell to respond to an invader? 1, lymphocytic B cells. 2, natural killer cells. 3, macrophages. Or 4, antibodies.
Macrophages.
Cynthia, you're on a roll. 4 to 2. Number 7.
Okay.
What are cytokines? 1, chemical messengers that relay instructions to other cells to perform certain functions. 2, enzymes that destroy bacteria. 3, skeletal structures found in cells. Or 4, chemicals that increase the acidity of cellular fluid. Lynn.
Chemical messengers that relay instructions.
Excellent. Good one. We have Lynn at 3. Cynthia still at 4.
Okay.
Number 8. Cytokines do all the following except 1, increase phagocytic activity. 2, activate more T cells. 3, T cell differentiation. Or 4, cause the invader to self-destruct.
Cause the invader to self-destruct.
That is correct. Very good, Lynn. We are tied again. All right, number 9. What is apoptosis? 1, cellular respiration. 2, programmed cell death. 3, diffusion. Or 4, cells that multiply and do math.
Diffusion.
No, I'm sorry, Cynthia, that's not correct. Do you want to try?
Programmed cell death.
Excellent. Correct. Okay. All right, Cynthia, you're down by 1.
Okay.
10th and final question. The natural cytotoxic killer cells secrete a substance called 1, Pepsi. 2, perforin. 3, dopamine. Or 4, secretin. Yes.
Dopamine.
No, I'm sorry, Lynn, that's not correct. Cynthia.
Is it perforin?
It is perforin. We are tied,
Yes.
5 to 5, which means we have to ask a bonus question. The winner will walk away with this fruit basket. So the question is, why do we need so many different types of immunity? Lynn.
Each type of immunity cell plays a different role in the body.
That's it?
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cynthia. Our winner is Lynn. She wins the fruit basket. And perhaps she'll share.
I will.
you.
I won't apologize. Thank you.
Congratulations.
And